So imagine you open your laptop and instead of you clicking around to compile a report, an invisible cursor just takes over.
Like a ghost in the machine, just navigating the UI.
Yeah, it navigates your software and literally builds the whole thing for you. We are definitely moving past AI that just talks to AI that, actually acts.
It's the difference between asking for a recipe and having a chef just walk into your kitchen and cook the meal.
Exactly. So welcome to this deep dive. Today we're looking at a 101-page technical handbook from Story Buddy's Play.
Right, the one titled Building Agentic Systems with Gemini 3.7 Flash.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And our mission today is to cut through the developer jargon and really figure out why CTOs and architects are so obsessed with these ultra-fast AI workflows.
Because it's basically the blueprint for scaling autonomous agents, but without, bankrupting the company.
Right. And the focus here is heavily on agentic systems, so AI acting autonomously to make decisions on the fly.
Yeah, and the engine powering this whole shift is entirely focused on speed.
Which brings up something I noticed right away. The guide heavily benchmarks this Flash 3.7 model against the heavier Pro models.
Right, in Chapter 3.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this thinking, if I'm building an enterprise tool, wouldn't I want the biggest, smartest Pro brain available?
Well, not if it takes 3 seconds to think.
Oh, really? Just 3 seconds is a deal breaker.
In an agentic system, absolutely. The AI isn't just answering one question. It's completing a task that might require, 5 or 6 sequential steps.
Okay, so it has to read a prompt, then decide to search a database.
Read that result, realize it needs more info, and then query an API.
Ah, I see. So if every single one of those micro decisions takes a few seconds, suddenly your user is staring at a loading screen for half a minute.
Exactly. Latency compounds. That's the absolute killer for these workflows.
So it's like hiring a fleet of really fast, cheap bicycle couriers instead of renting one massive, super expensive freight truck.
That is a perfect analogy. Flash is engineered for ultra-low latency. It's about executing those logic loops almost instantly.
Because if you have millions of background tasks running at scale, using that massive freight truck model for every tiny logic step,
It will drain your server budget overnight. You need extreme speed and cost efficiency.
so we trade a bit of that heavy-duty reasoning for lightning speed. But they aren't exactly dumbing it down, are they?
Not at all. The guide highlights native multimodal processing right out of the box.
Meaning it handles text, audio, and images seamlessly. Plus, there's that staggering 1 million token context window.
Yeah, Chapter 4 covers that.
Yeah.
And that context window changes the game entirely.
Because tokens are basically words or chunks of data, right?
Right, so 1 million tokens means you aren't just giving the AI a few instructions, you can upload an entire software code base at once.
Wow, or like massive financial ledgers or hundreds of technical manuals.
Exactly, it has this deep, immediate context for whatever task it's executing.
Which honestly brings up a massive red flag for me. Yeah, if we're feeding this ultra-fast AI an entire code base and letting it build autonomous coding agents, how do we keep it from just breaking the software?
That is the big question.
Right. If it's constantly making fast decisions, the potential for a high-speed disaster seems huge.
Well, you don't just let an AI generate open-ended text in a production environment. The handbook actually spends a lot of time on structured JSON outputs.
Okay, Jason. Just to be clear for everyone, that's a data format, not a programming language, right?
Correct. It's a highly rigid way of organizing information using key-value pairs.
Got it. So how does that keep the AI on track?
By forcing the AI to only output its decisions in this strict, predictable format, the software on the other end knows exactly how to read it.
Oh, so if the AI just spits out conversational text, the connecting software would crash.
Exactly. JSON acts as a strict guardrail.
It's almost like forcing the AI to fill out a standardized form instead of letting it write an essay.
That's exactly it. And if the AI can't fill out that form, or gets confused by the prompt, the architecture relies on fallback routing.
Which they mentioned in Chapter 14, right? The safety and red teaming stuff.
Yep. The developers actively try to break the system, that's the red teaming, to ensure it instantly routes failed tasks to a human.
Or just defaults to a safe state, so the autonomy only exists within heavily controlled boundaries.
Precisely.
So for you listening, even if you aren't building these systems yourself, this architecture is defining the next generation of enterprise apps.
Oh, absolutely. The tools you use every day are shifting from passive responders to active, ultra-fast agents.
Right, working behind the scenes. The underlying engine is becoming basically invisible but highly active.
Yeah, it's a massive shift.
And speaking of invisible, there's one detail in this handbook I just can't stop thinking about.
Which one?
It's from chapter 13. It explores computer use and vision automation.
Oh, right, the vision capabilities.
Yes. We're talking about AI agents that can literally see a computer screen and use the interface exactly like a human does.
Clicking icons, dragging windows, it bypasses the need for complex back-end programming entirely.
And that's what's so wild to me. If an AI can just look at a screen and click the buttons for you, will the next generation of software even need traditional code integrations or APIs?
That is a fascinating question.
Or will these lightning-fast agents just sit at our digital keyboards and operate the software on our behalf? It's definitely something for you to mull over as these systems roll out.